Good evening, everyone. And yeah, we're back in the World Farming Simulator. Yeah, it's Andy's with me again tonight. Good evening, Andy.
Evening, Leon. Evening, chat.
Right, I'm having fun trying with this. It's just, I set it one course and it went somewhere completely different. Right, let's try that again.
You need a little aid memoir somewhere.
Oh, no, I literally set it. I mean, I had it lined up and all of a sudden it's doing it at a slightly different angle. Oh, I wonder if that's because no, tyres are straight.
You need to hit the calc button.
Hmm?
You need to hit the calc button. I can't remember what it is. If I bring my Stream Deck programmer up, it'll screw me around for the rest of the day.
It's gonna be one of those nights, isn't it?
No, not really. It's you just need. I mean, how many buttons do you need? Let me think here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Really, 7 buttons that you need to jot down.
Oh, I've got the buttons figured out. But it's like I set it to one thing. I get the course lined up on the screen. But it only seemed. Oh, what's the way?
Okay. Because I can't do anything until you've started ploughing anyway. So let me bring Stream Deck up. Stream Deck, Excel, Farm Sim. Oh, shouldn't have done that. Oh, didn't do it anyway. Right, so what you need is okay, so to activate the thing you need right shift and home, so that's how you switch the steering and the course thing. Yeah, and to activate you need right control and end. And then to auto calc, you need right control numpad 2.
Yeah. The problem is at the moment it's choosing a course that's not the one I'm choosing.
Then you need to hit right control numpad 2 with it not in steering mode but in lane mode. And I can't see what it is you've got programmed because my Stream Deck is in the way. Yeah, you're in lane mode. Yeah. So activate it with right control and end to get it.
That tells me that puts it into green, which is not what I'm trying to do at the moment.
Well, that track, according to your stream, which is a bit behind, looks like you've got something lined up.
Yeah, that's the right. So where it's lined up now with the red lines is where I want it.
So what are you saying? You want to rotate it a degree or so?
Yeah.
Okay, so you need right control and page up.
That's not doing anything. Oh, hang on a minute. Let's try that. Let's try that. Right, so then we've got control end. Put the plough down. Oh, cruise control. That's better.
Okay. I mean, if you leave any behind, you can always come back and do it later.
Yeah, it would just, as you can see here, look, you can see what it was taking me off to.
Well, kind of is Obviously,
Yeah.
your stream's a bit behind, but right, I need to watch this
Oh, I'm going to hit a
back
tree.
to default.
And into a tree. You know what I'm going to do?
Well, yeah, all you have to do is turn the steering, and it disengages the GPS anyway.
I was going to think, I'll do it. I'm going to go round and do a manual headland.
Yeah. Which is not going to help for me, but hey, no problem. Because you're running a 9-meter plough, and
Yeah.
I'm running a 42-meter spreader.
Yeah. Well, do you want to go and check the animals?
You can do.
So how are you even getting on in Icarus anyway?
Really rather well. Really rather well. Just made Wayne's rifle.
Nice. That's quick going.
Yeah, we were lucky with the titanium. What we're short of massively is copper. Desperately, desperately short of copper.
Or did you see Chris's announcement in Discord?
What, saying he's got man flu?
Yeah. See?
Yeah. Yeah. He needs to drink more orange juice or something. Reading your Discord, it's like sitting in somebody's GP surgery. Everybody complaining about their ailments.
Yeah, it is getting a bit like that sometimes.
It is a Discord, right, and not a self-help group, isn't it? Right, animals.
I just attract the waifs and strays.
Yeah, animals are fine. They're all good. Only because I don't think it's been done yet. I'll just check to see if there's anything on sale. Nothing really useful, but we haven't got any money anyway. So
Yeah,
I'm going to turn this engine off. I'm not going to waste fuel.
Oh, we got fuel. I wouldn't worry. I think we've got enough fuel to last.
I'm still not going to waste it.
Yeah, it's expensive stuff nowadays.
Yeah.
It'll be cheaper filling up the tank with gold soon.
Yeah. So on my single player, I've now moved my grass storage shed I was feeding my sheep from.
Yeah.
And I have placed down a grass dryer production unit in what used to be the horse exercise compound.
Okay.
Had to landscape round that because it screwed the ground up. And what else did I do? Put the grass dryer down. A couple of other bits as well. But swapped out the spare mixer wagon for a proper straw blower this time. And then I was going to put down a silage factory, but I think I tested the other day that doesn't work. Well,
Yeah.
it does work, but all silage factories want mineral feed, which is useless. If you have a look at Farmer Cop's tests on his YouTube channel, he'll tell you he did every conceivable test only to discover that mineral feed has absolutely zero effect.
These things are all sent to trials.
Well, no, not really. It just means I can save myself the trouble of making a TMR factory, that's all.
I've just got to quickly reply to a text. My landlord.
In the middle of the stream? He's inconsiderate, isn't he?
Oh, I've been waiting for him to reply. He's just replied now, so it's an urgent thing I've got to sort out. So that's it all sorted out. I'll get it done tomorrow.
Yeah, destoning. You know what? Did we get a roller? Because I notice you're only pulling up small stone. Let me check. Let's see if we have a roller.
No, we don't.
I think
What do we need a roller for?
you push the stones under rather than destoning. We've got more than enough lime here, mate, so don't worry about that for this field. So I recommend you let me lime it after you've prepared it with the plough, and then we'll lease a roller and we'll push the stones under, because you're not pulling up big stones. The roller will bury them. And that'll give us a seed bed,
Yeah.
which is also a good thing.
Yeah, because I think we rolled the other field as well, didn't we?
I can't remember, I've slept since then.
Put you there.
Gonna need to get you these Stream Deck keys, I think.
You already sent me them. I just haven't had time to do anything with it.
Oh.
Unless somebody can invent a 30-hour day, my time is just kind of. I have got a plan in place for it though, which is again, if I get time. As I said, this last couple of days has just put me behind. But I've already, I think with the work I've done, I've put myself ahead again. You know what I mean?
Won't last.
I was going to miss a small line out there.
That's okay. Just go back,
Yeah.
do it manually, and then just re-engage the course. I can't have you leave any bits because I won't be able to lime it properly unless you clear it all.
I'll go back and get it when I go to the on the back up on the up run again.
Yeah, fine.
Because that way I'll see how it is literally just tiny. It's just I wanted to aim for the bottom corner.
Yeah, no, I get it. I totally get it. I would do the same thing, mate. I would definitely do the same thing.
I think that worked nicely.
Right, I should stop your tractor for a second because you haven't got it set to auto turn from what I'm seeing, and I don't know because I can't see from your stream.
No, I just suddenly thought that myself.
Yeah, because at the moment it's just going to continue through the hedge. And now you're going to tell me you don't know the key for that either.
No, that's right. I've got the keys things here. It's the change headland mode, right control number pad. Yeah, change headland number pad star. Okay. So if I go right control star, that's it changed. If I go, put it back in first gear would help. I'll probably have to do a second sweep round. Just to catch the bit to the bottom with a ton.
Yeah.
I might as well leave going back and doing that little bit to when I do those.
Yeah, alright. It's just
I
When you
know.
leave bits like that, I can't line.
Yeah, but I've got this little. There's going to be little tufts at each end. I mean, the only other thing I would suggest doing is if you want is go and grab and you go probably lease another plow, or pick another plow, and do a second headland run for us.
I think no, it's not worth it now. If we thought about that before, it probably would have been quite a good idea.
Because when it goes round, see, you're about to see this now. It'll spin round here, and it'll leave a tuft on the inside edge, and it is just a tuft.
Yeah.
But this tractor's doing it quicker than the other tractor would have.
Let me think about that. Because the
other one
speed is limited by the implement anyway.
Yeah.
So.
But the other one was also struggled by the fact of the hills.
Oh, was it a bit short on power, was it?
It was, yes.
Okay.
I realised I'm on the wrong screen now. Better.
Oh, that was the other thing I did on my single power. I bought myself a slurry storage tank because I'm currently making more slurry than I can get the BGA to process.
It's always funny when things like that happen.
It's somewhat annoying. I just got to hope that it'll let me put that tank down at the BGA or somewhere really close by.
Yeah.
So that I don't have to keep driving halfway around the map to empty my slurry tank.
Sorry, I just keep finding things that are not. For some reason, screens keep jumping away from where I want them tonight. It really has just been one of those days. I'll tell you something, me starting to work early is not good.
Wayne's going to do a few bits. He's got to do some reprogramming to his flight sticks for Star Citizen, but he said he might stick his head in later.
I'll always be welcome, you know that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll get this field done, and then it gives us 2 decent sized fields. And as I think as you suggested, so we'll do it with wheat this time, this one.
Yeah, I think this field's is good for wheat. It gives you a good. If we prepare it correctly, it should give us a decent yield.
Yeah. If we do this one wheat, we've got canola in the other big field.
Yeah. I told you I tried mulching, didn't I?
Yeah.
God damn. It's like doing it with a teaspoon. It was awful. Not it for the amount of time it took. It wasn't worth 2.5% yield. Because that little what is it, 8-meter mulcher, and I think that's the biggest mulcher I can get my hands on.
Yeah.
Would only run at something like 8 miles an hour. It's just. I mean,
yeah,
I understand.
I think sometimes some of the tools are the only time they're worth using it is if you do get a helper to run them, so you can go off and do something else. You know what I mean? Cause
I agree. Yeah. I just don't like using that. Yeah.
No, the problem I find is the helpers are good on square fields.
Maps. Yeah.
Well, no, square fields. Even if you're anything other than square, you just have to keep going and bail them out of bushes.
Yeah. I think AI is good, but only if you've got course play or auto drive on.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only thing. It's like even doing something like this is, yes, I'm just kind of watching the screen. But
That's what this is what farmers do in real life, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure that's changed.
Actually, they're not watching. Well, they are watching the screens. They're watching the screens in their tractors because it's telling them how the implement is performing. Yeah, and they're constantly keeping an eye on, you know, the soil, because over, you know, several hectares of field, the soil won't be consistent all the way across.
Yeah.
And they'll be sat there looking at those screens and going, yeah, okay, I'm going to need this kind of fertilizer or this kind of supplement or blah 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 blah, and they're going to be thinking about how deep they're going to run their drills and all kinds of stuff.
Where these tractors just have blank screens for sure.
Yeah, well, it's kind of everything. I mean, it's, you know, it is what it is. You won't get that kind of functionality ever in this game. And I think even if they attempted to do it, it would put so many people off, because you'd need to go to college for 3 years to understand what they were telling you anyway. When you get to the end of your current row, if you go hoover up some of the stragglers before you rejoin the circuit, I can at least make a pass and get some line down.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna come over to your side of the field, and then every time you clear me 42 meters, I'll be able to do another pass. I think we can probably get this field pretty nicely and perfectly, hopefully, prepared. Yeah, that's lovely, mate. Yeah, these are definitely only small stones. I definitely recommend we roll this rather than de-stone it.
I did.
Lime is not so expensive that we can't afford to not have the stones in.
I mean, we're only running a 10,000 loom.
Well, that's
at
nothing.
the moment. So, as I said, I'm not overly worried about having to add a little bit more to it, because, you know, actually, there's one thing. There's just a thought. Can you do me a favour? Can you check the wool and the egg situation? What it's saying?
Yeah, done that. That's fine. That doesn't need.
I couldn't remember with the wool.
No, it's fine. It'll warn us anyway if it can't put any down.
I could actually just join the line down at this bottom line down here, couldn't I?
There we go. Change that out. There we go. Right, let's swivel that round. That looks pretty good to me. Engage the auto steer. Turn it on.
Differently. Spin that round like that. Because there's a tree in the way if I try it the other way. Right, so if I go control end, put the plough down, hit that. There we go. Didn't even need to go back up to the right, because technically I should have been going down the other way on this lane.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. It really, really doesn't matter.
No, as I said there, that's why I joined it down there, because I did the...
I'm going to slow down a bit because I'm catching you.
Yeah, we've got just a slight overlap.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm just going to slow down, and then at the end of this row that I'm on, I will stop. No waste of line, but damn it.
Oh, well, it looks like it's a quiet night. None of the usual... I know Vicky's not going to be about tonight. She's hoping to be back about tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And I know Chris was playing Raft when I last looked.
No, count it for taste, mate.
Yeah, my thoughts have started going to what I'm going to cover next after Captain of Industry.
Can't really help you with that one, mate.
I've got a few ideas, so I'm just not sure yet. But take time to think. I think it's about... I mean, I don't think...
I was looking at the patch notes for Stationeers today.
Yeah.
That is looking promising. Quite promising. They've been doing a lot of work on atmospherics. They've given us nitrogen oxide now, not nitrous oxide, but nitrogen oxide, so that we can run higher furnace temperatures. I suppose it is technically nitrous oxide, I suppose. But, and something else they've done as well is they've started to incorporate IC10s actually into some of the equipment now. Cool. Starting with that machine. Now that's going to be an awful lot of fun. Even though IC10s, you require quite a high level of tech to acquire. Yeah. I'm quite looking forward to going back into Stationeers again. That's a very chewy game, that one.
I am going to have to put some time back into Satisfactory once the update 6 goes to the public version. I want to see what that's like, because there's supposed to be some new bits on starting zone, some new bits, some lots of new tech.
I've been seeing a lot of the streamers out there starting to pick up on that one now, but I'm not gonna be going into Satisfactory. I can remember now why I didn't do Satisfactory. Because the first year it was available, it was only available on Epic.
Yeah.
And there was no way I was going to open an Epic account, because I like my bank account unmolested.
I mean,
they've been massively hacked a couple of times now.
I mean, the good thing I like about Satisfactory is that they have made it, cross-platform, cross things. So it doesn't matter which thing people have got it on; they can be played by anyone by using just the game number. So that's the good thing. I mean, I'm lucky enough; I have it on both. Because
I don't own a console. Can't see the point.
I was given Satisfactory by the developers.
That notwithstanding. Yeah.
And again, there's some games I've been given for reviews and things like that, which were only available on Epic, and Things like most of
Yeah.
but most of my library, 99% of my library is Steam.
Can you grab a couple of stragglers here, mate?
Tired. There we go. Good evening, Arash.
Hello, Arash.
Do that. Then if I swoop through like that.
And there's a straggler down the far end as well.
Yeah, no, that's
And I will line myself up, ready for the next row. It's not that direction.
used to plough as like an air brake.
Yeah.
Let's get that onto there. Get that. Get my hands on a new American Truck Simulator DLC tomorrow. So that's out today.
I've been watching a YouTube channel called Ollie Blogs.
Yeah.
He's a farmer up in Merseyside. Does a daily video. Sometimes does a little bit of live as well. And he's got one of the new Unimogs on demo. What a piece of kit that is. That is an awesome piece of kit. I found a DLC, it's not on the mod hub for it. Very tempted to download that.
I'll give it a try. We'll have a look at yours and see what we think of it.
Yes. I mean, I don't doubt the DLC will be fine. It's just I'm always reluctant to get mods which don't come off the mod hub because you know what it's like. You don't really know the provenance of those other mods. Oh, right, here we go then. Can do another lane. This thing's going through some lime.
Big field.
It's going through more lime than I remembered. Maybe it's just the fertilizer that it doesn't use so much. Some lag here, man.
No, I think you can connect. You can't do what you wouldn't be able to do World of Truck contracts until you have a truck. If I remember right. Yeah, because you can connect to. Because I'm. Yeah, because you can basically register as soon as you connect to the game. Yeah, you can't do the World of Truck contracts because the cities they are That they don't have just like truck jobs. You have to do more. They are cargo jobs. Oh man. No problem at all, Arash. We're here to help. Yeah. Gotta watch them. If you go near any boats on the Euro truck at the moment, you might find the boats on strike. Half the boats around here are. And I reckon we may have another heat wave next week.
Oh, good, I'll look forward to that.
Makes this room fun. Worry to start running the air of the fan again. It's just too warm. The next week was this week we're just doing the tonight, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, and then of course we changed to the new stream schedule next week where I'll be doing Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And the thing is, I didn't time that well. I might not do Wednesday because it's the carnival here. And the problem with that is my flat's on the route. So it means I could wear one of my because I don't have any windows onto it, so that's not a problem. But I have one of my, like the air vents for the flat. Literally goes into the pavement where the carnival passes. So I basically get everything live through into the vent. Shouldn't be an issue, but I'm going to see how the goes with the junior carnival before it and see how much it affects. I haven't decided what I'll stream.
When you get to the other end there, mate, you take the stragglers out that end.
Yeah, no problem.
And then when you get back, take the stragglers out this end. Try not to cover the bit I've limed. Otherwise I won't. I mean, looks as I'm going to have to refill this thing anyway, but...
Oh. That didn't cut it a bit too close. I think we've done. I think this is the majority of the field done, isn't it?
You've done about 2/3. I've done about half. But when you take the stragglers out this end, I can do one more lane.
Oh yeah, that's literally just nearly with you.
Yep.
No, not that way, that way. Oh well, it's not exactly the way I meant to do it. Do it in reverse!
Yeah, technically that tool wouldn't allow you to do that. You'd probably break it. Don't cut over my limed bit.
Sorry, what? I literally
That's
touched...
close.
I just touched... I think I touched one tiny little bit. Do you know what I'm going to do while I'm up here? And I'll do the same when I get down the bottom again. I am actually going to literally just skim the top part off of the next few lines.
Yeah. And then you won't have to do any stragglers.
Yeah.
You do the same the other end.
I'm not going to do the whole bit there, just going to take off a few lines like that.
Right. It doesn't look like I want to manage the whole field with one
That's okay.
one hopper full.
It's not as if you've got far to go, is it?
No.
I mean, it'd be good if we could have cut... If the chainsaws would have worked to cut the thing up, we could have technically made a gate towards our other field. Instead of you just having to do the shortcut through the fence.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Right, if you top this end of the field as well,
Yep, so we're going
then
to do...
hopefully we won't end up with any more stragglers.
Oh no, I will,
Because
because
I
I'm
can-
only doing part. I'm not doing every lane. Actually, let's cut that off. No. Maybe one of those days. Told you. Right, let's do it the easy way.
I was watching Joe Seals. He's got a John Deere tractor and baler on demo. And something that I wasn't previously aware about balers is that the baler piston inside is powerful enough to cause the tractor to rock. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you're constantly sat in your seat, going backwards and forwards as the piston in the baler moves.
Yeah.
Well, this particular combo that he's using is arranged so that the tractor has knowledge of where the piston is, and it governs its engine and gearboxes. Whoa, 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 stop, stop, stop.
I know.
Jesus.
I forgot to put the thing, but I put it down.
And I watched him demo this thing, and yeah, by God, it took the rocking out of the tractor almost completely. It's really, really good, and thereby taking out a lot of wear and tear
Yeah.
on the gearboxes as well, and the PTOs and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's impressive. That would be a thing that I could see some enterprising modder putting in the game, is having our tractors rock with the balers. 'Cause I wasn't aware until I was watching that it actually did that. Because they've been having bizarre weather up north there. You know, days of rain when they don't want it, days of sunshine when they don't want it.
Yeah.
And he was doing some bales that were really very, very light. And the band just couldn't hold them together, and his bales were just falling apart. So just got this one on demo, and you can pretty much determine how the bale is constructed with this combo that he's using, and to all intents and purposes, have the bales come out at a consistent weight every time, which is that's impressive, man. Very, very impressive.
Good evening,
Right.
Chris.
I can line myself up again here. Hello, Chris.
Or we'll start calling him Sick Note. Or Sick Note Mark 50 to the rest of the group.
Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah, not bad, mate. Just got my own sickness issues.
Oh.
Really need to get this injection in my hip sorted. Right, have I got a chance? Right, I've literally got about 2 lines. I'm going to quickly run for a cigarette.
Oh, in that case, I'm going to fill this hopper then.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, well, literally, no, it's doing. I'm going to leave it running.
Oh,
But
fair enough.
back in 2 seconds.
Roger that. I'm going to have to fill this thing anyway, because it's slow. Won't manage a whole lane. No. Yeah, I'll get on with that. Living the dream, mate. Living the dream. Oh, well, that's him stuck now. Oh, how did he manage that?
And I'm back.
I don't know how you managed it, but you've failed to get yourself hooked around a telegraph pole there.
Well, the thing is, because it sets, because we've done the headlands and it's set to turn before the end, it should.
Yeah, but you're approaching a converging line.
Good evening.
And I was hello mate. You came round and don't know, the plough just seemed to make it through the telegraph pole.
No
Get your
problem.
stick sorted, Wayne.
I haven't tried. Too tired.
All right. Okay.
I'll save that for another day.
Good evening, Wayne. And yeah, no problem,
Hi.
Chris. Yeah, it's been one of those. I hear you got your rifle already.
Yeah.
Well,
Motoring through.
the next mines we go to are probably going to be encountering bears now anyway, so. Okay, cool.
Them there bears.
Right, this is where it could get fun. If it lets me into the bottom part, I'm going to finish that bit off manually.
Fun? Who said you could have fun? I could put a stop to that.
Well, no, because now it's kind of like part of our farm is in the track.
That's right.
Yep, it missed out the bottom part. Right. Now we've got hooked on a tree. Wow. Do some naughty reverse ploughing again. Oh, you made this a challenge if I don't want to go into your fertilised bit.
I couldn't avoid it, mate. It's
all right.
So don't worry about it. If you go over it, I'm going to cover it again anyway. So I just couldn't avoid it.
I'll just do it this way.
Just keep you up to date here, Wayne. Leon blew all the cash, bought this field, which is field 3. You'll know this field well.
Yeah, it's next to the main farm too.
Yeah. We're in March, so by the time we've got this prepared, we should be well into ploughing season, into planting season, sorry. So it had to be ploughed, and he's pulling stones, but we're not going to stone pick it. We're going to roll them back in because they're only small. And that'll give us the advantage of a seed bed, which is worth a couple of %. We'll have to rent a roller to do it because I don't think we actually own one. But that's no problem.
I'm doing the Clarkson method of ploughing. Just picking a random course.
No, that's looking good, mate. Like it.
Oh, look
Sweet.
at that! How's that? We'll actually lift the plough for this next run. There we go. And
Okay.
I'll blast it back up the top.
Alright, I'm gonna
Do it manually because it's just tiny.
get this limed. This little section.
Oh dear.
Oh. One of my steering wheel grips just come loose and moved. That's better. I literally slung right and the whole steering unit went right.
Obviously you didn't have your wheatie bangs when you put it in.
Oh, I literally was rushing because as I said, so far behind this week. Normally, you know yourself, I normally try and have all the videos prepped for the rest of the week before the time I get finished on a Tuesday night or Wednesday night. Yeah, there's tomorrow's video, half of tomorrow's is set up. I've still got one to do. That's because I forgot to put the weekend's ones on to upload last night, so I've had them uploaded this evening before the stream, so I can actually then prep them tomorrow night. There we go, last bit. Done.
Oh, right, that's...
Oh, I'm going to get my tractor covered in lime.
Yep. We do not have a lime store, do we? But I can put this stuff back in.
Just unpack it into where we've got the rest of the bits. Because we've got seeds in there as well already.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, where the wool and all that is.
Yeah.
We'll just use that.
Unload it as bags, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, well... 1,000 litres, but... What the hell?
It's only one bag.
Yeah.
Right. So you're gonna roll it.
Yeah.
Right. What do I do then? What's next? Seed it?
No, it's got to have a... It's got to have a layer of fert before that. But you can't do that till I roll it.
Thought we seeded it and then fertilised it.
No, you fertilise it, then you seed it, then you weed it, and then you fertilise it a second time.
Okay, because we never had to weed the other field.
Well, I guarantee you will get weeds this time. Right, so unload. Okay. Just going to move this. Yeah, it's only the one. It's only the one. The one pallet. Cool. Or, seeing as I have the spreader, unless you just want to swap tractors.
So if it might more sense me just go and get into the roller, wouldn't it? You just convert
yeah.
to...
Yeah, and then I'll go round and fert.
Yeah.
Now then, so what fert do we have? What's this stuff in here? That's seed, isn't it?
We've got liquid fertiliser.
Oh, God.
Because we've got the equipment for the liquid fertiliser, remember?
Yeah, that's true. All right, I'll put the spreader back then.
I'm looking for a roller. Rollers. That was 12.3 meters. That's 24.3 meters. It's probably a bit big.
Bigger the better.
Yeah, but I'm thinking the small one's 12.3, and it will only cost us
And
2,000 to lease.
what speed does it run?
7 mile an hour.
Yeah. Well, it's got to be done, so it's entirely up to
The
you.
other one is still 7 mile an hour,
They're all 7 miles an hour.
but it's like that's like 7,000 to lease.
Oh, okay. Well, just get whatever.
I'm just thinking at the moment, it
Whatever
make more
does the
sense
job.
go for the cheap one at the moment.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to pick up the spraying equipment.
I'm off to the shop.
Doesn't matter which order we do this. I don't think. I'll have to check on that.
Make more sense if we roll it then fertilise it, because then we'd be able to see again when we seed it.
Well, that's
Actually, it's going to make no difference because it's liquid fertiliser.
yeah. Drop off the front weight.
My steering's a bit heavy tonight. I think my things might have reset again.
Thing is, this is dedicated. I think I'll fill these because it's only got a half fill at this time.
Yeah, because they just get put back whenever we finish because they're not used for anything else.
Right.
Oh, just.
This is 24 meters. Can't remember the last time I did any spraying. Remind me what the width of that roller?
12.3.
12.3, so it means you have to do 2 lanes before I can fertilise. No problem.
Right, I'm going to do 2 headland laps first,
Yes,
just from what we learned from last time.
indeed. Yeah, it's just one slight shortcoming of enhanced vehicle is that you can't send GPS lanes to other players.
Yeah.
Back when I was farming, I think in 17, the GPS that we were using on there allowed you to download courses from nearby players, which was awesome.
Yeah, because you could. I mean, I remember because I used to save mine to the field, so I could just load them back up depending on the vehicle.
Yeah. engine off while I'm waiting for you to do that.
Literally just about to go back to the farm. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, managed to avoid the grit bin this time. My normal target I hit.
Right, so that's definitely limed. There's some bits on 6 that say they need rolling around the edges. Strangely, 3 does not say it needs rolling.
No, and that's what I thought. That's what it is. I didn't think you rolled it until after you planted it.
Okay.
Because that's what I'm sure we did last time.
Let me try fertilising it then. So, I can get that done fairly quick. Let's open the sprayer. Because we should be capable of rolling the stones under, you see. Because you wouldn't want to be seeding where there's stones, so I'm puzzled by that. Puzzled by that. Jesus, I hate sprayers. Catch them on everything. In the real world, they're sprung.
In the real world.
40 years, man, a boy.
Yeah, it's telling me that that field's getting fertilised now.
Good.
It's still not telling me it needs rolling. That's what it is. I think to make a seed bed, you have to put the seeds in and then roll them in.
All right. Well, we have a seed, all right?
Nope.
Do we not?
No. That's why I think we've got to de-stone it. I don't think you can roll the stones in.
Yes, you can.
Yeah. Right, we'll get a seed up.
Yeah.
I will just
hang on to the roller.
Yeah, I'm just gonna back it up into one of the storage areas over here for now.
Won't take me long to have this level 1 fertilised.
Right, we'll put you down there. Right, cedar. Cedars.
I recommend the Lemken.
12 meter. Oh, Eugene Gamer, thank you. It's in there. Renewed membership. No, if you can't remember, been a member for 2 months now.
Wait.
The Lemkin was going to cost us to lease. Do not have enough money. Back to the bank. I'll take another 10,000.
I can always sell a bit of wool.
That's right. We're only up to 20. We're only up to 20,000.
Got loads of wool in store.
Cedar. Lemkin lease 8,000.
Oh,
But that's in his. Things you know yourself, we'll cover that back easily.
good God, yeah.
Right, I'm going back to the shop again.
Righto.
Avoiding the deers in our farm. Oh, deer just run under my wheels.
Lovely. Have something for the Barbie later.
I was going to say, is that what you call it, oh deer?
Yeah, that's roadkill. Very tasty.
Yeah, my steering seems to be, it's definitely more than 2%, I know that much. Oh. Definitely have to check the settings when I come out of this, because if it's resetting every time, that's not good.
I think I would agree with you there.
Right, go and pick up some of the seeds that we got left.
Damn it.
Oh, can we actually plant wheat yet?
I know, you have to check calendar.
Calendar.
Oh, what is going on?
Yes. Yeah. We have the.
What, in March?
Yeah, we can literally plant in March. Because technically it can be harvested as early as July.
Sweet.
There literally is that 1 month for planting. Some of them have got slightly longer growing. I mean, there literally is just this one bit that we can plant in. So, but for wheat. So
Well, that's laser precision timing then, mate.
yeah, I mean we could have planted it late winter for the summer, but we can literally get. So this will probably be a late harvest. But then that's good because we have the other one then on an early harvest.
Yep.
Not that it matters at the moment because time is advancing so slowly.
Yeah. But you've still got this thing set to 2 days, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, I did ask you the other day if you wanted to take it off it, and you said no.
Yeah, for now, while there's not much to do, it's easy enough to roll through the days. So
Oh, somebody's left the gate open for me. That's really nice. position to load up some more. There you go, that's all our seed that we had in here loaded in.
Great. When you come through the farm gate, just be warned that I'm in there topping up with liquid fert.
Yeah, no problem. So control 1.
If you start down that bottom end where you started ploughing earlier,
Alright, so head all the way up there. Okay.
you should have room from where I've fertilised, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to widen that before you get more than a row or so in.
Oh, it took me ages to set up the tracking, you know that.
Yeah, maybe.
Actually, I've got to do a headland first.
You could. I wouldn't recommend it because I've been doing that and I don't think you'll need it because of the way that I did it. So
Right,
you
it's
should
more
be
for the
able to go
turning.
straight into ups and downs.
Yeah, but it was more for the turning.
Yeah, I know.
There's also now there's going to be bigger gaps because this is a bigger machine. I love it when you ask it to recalculate working with and it's stuck to 9 metres.
Most of the time, I find it calculates itself quite well. Right, I should be well out of your way once I do this row.
Yeah.
There we go.
Might have to come back and go down this end line. Because I'm going to try and hit it from this
Don't forget to select the correct seed.
It's already set to wheat. It defaults
Okay,
to
cool.
wheat.
I know, because I only say that because that's usually my trick, is planting the wrong bloody thing. I mean, in theory, it shouldn't allow you, but I think looking at the calendar, I think you had a choice of 4.
Right. Um, oh. There we go, the seed going into the ground. We have to do a strip at the end. I don't mind
Yeah,
that.
no worries.
It's just because it's that stupid awkward shape, so that's why I kind of just missed that bit out.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do a headland. It's
That's
basically...
perfectly normal. Don't worry about it. The thing about seed is it only plants what it needs to plant.
No, but it missed out basically about a 2 metre section at the end.
Even so, it will only plant what it needs to plant, so even if you get some overlap, it won't waste the seed.
Yeah.
Unlike fert spreaders and stuff like that, which would just keep spraying no matter what's underneath it.
Yeah, now it shows that the bit I've done is now showing it needs rolling.
All right, well, now I know what I'm going to be doing after I've done this.
But if you look at... Yeah, we're going to see how much it misses at the top.
Yeah, so if you make sure to fill in all the blanks, then I will I'll make sure it gets rolled. I'm going to end up filling this tank again though. So going through it. Might be alright.
It's a big old field. What I'll do is I'll get row 4 done. I'm on row, just meant to go into row 3 now. I'll get row 4 done. I'll go across the bottom and top and down that side bit, so that kind of first 4 rows are done.
Lovely. And then I'll follow through with the roller. Oh.
I've actually got, because you can have live chat and top chat, I've actually got, because I've got the two different screens, I've got top chat on one and live chat on the other, just so I can see if there's anything different coming up. All the same.
Hey,
Maybe it's for, maybe one day when we got more people talking.
yeah.
Be careful what you wish for.
Oh, I want my troll from last week to come back.
Really?
Yeah.
Sod trolls.
Definitely be careful what you wish for then.
No, do you remember that guy who went on about the old gamers?
Yeah.
He ran off before we could humiliate him too much.
Mm. I don't know if you were paying attention, but last week some ex-British Forces veteran got his collar felt because he retweeted something. Can you believe that?
What have they got up? It's doing.
And you know what? When he asked the feds what they were, why they come to talk to him about it, apparently he'd made somebody anxious. Can you believe that? He'd made somebody
It
anxious.
depends what the thing is with that is when you hear part of a story, unless you know yourself what the full story was.
I can tell you what the full story was. All right, have you ever heard of the Reform Party?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was started by Lawrence Fox, a famous cancellee. Cancellee took the Pride flags and arranged them so that underneath it resembled, in some manner, a swastika. And that ex-army vet retweeted it, but they didn't go after Lawrence Fox. They went after him. Fortunately, the bloke was switched on enough to have not only an ex-Metropolitan Police cop there who also got his collar felt as well for obstructing police with their inquiries, but Lawrence Fox also turned up and filmed the whole episode. And this is your neck of the woods, my old son. This is Hampshire Police. So be careful what you wish for when you want to give trolls a bit of taste of their own medicine.
I didn't mean in a nasty way, as in I was
No, I know you didn't. I know you didn't. But the trouble is that there's a global sense of humour failure going on all over the place. So I'm just making a point here, mate.
okay, but there's a slight thing when if they come in first and do that, I'm not asking to do anything nasty or retaliate in any physical or verbal form. I'm just going to have fun with them.
I know, mate, but they'll turn it, and you will lose. That's the way the world is revolving these days. I'm afraid. Sorry to bring that bad news to you, but that's just the way it is. Trust me, it's going on. It's going on everywhere. Back in the day, of course, I know exactly what would have happened to these people.
Yeah, I remember in my day exactly what happened.
Exactly, yeah.
All complained that they're feeling anxious, their feelings are hurt. I don't know, for a tissue to wipe the tears and then fucks off and unreal. Oh, sorry, then left quietly.
Yeah.
Go and do a real job.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Yeah, it's insanity. That's what it is, mate. It's called the woke mind virus. And it's everywhere. Cool. All right. We are fertilised. There's 110 litres left in the tank, which I shall leave it like that. Because and you've parked that bloody roller exactly where this came from. You swine.
Loads of other sheds.
No, I can fit this in. I can fit this in. I have to get some new mirrors for this here fast track though.
Have you broken the mirrors off, mate?
Not quite. It was close.
Well, we should deduct it from your share of the profits.
Yep. I don't have a problem with that. I can only say that because I know what my share of the profits are.
Same as my share of the profits. Sweet Alphi! Right, well, I've got that one there to do before I went back. Cut that wrong. Right, that should be the first part. There's a nice big band down that one side.
Right, mate. I'm just getting hold of the roller now. What is the problem with this thing?
What's the problem with what thing?
If I lagged out, I've lost my connection to the game, apparently. I see. I get the picture.
You're not even having your share of the profits.
No.
Who have you upset?
Open reach. Right. I'm not going to waste my time. Take a trip to the fridge, get another beer. And I'll try and reconnect. God knows where my tractor would have gone.
The fridge with you.
Probably.
I'm just having fun trying to get my tractor in position to actually go back onto the line, but I think I managed to use the one place that it's difficult for me to just turn it onto. Because of blooming trees.
Alright, get ready for a bit of lag. I'm coming back in. With extra lubrication. Cheers.
What you need.
Mm-mm.
I don't think it lags to the word you use in this game when somebody else joins. It's just the fact it completely cuts out.
Oh my god. This tractor, where did it go? What the hell? Okay, that was weird. Right, it took off by itself.
Mine did that the other week, remember? I found it in a ditch.
Yeah.
But okay, it did lag out when I was at top speed in the tractor at the time.
Oh. Right, I'm going to start at the far end here. Because I can. I need to go set the map up though. Right. Yep. Alrighty. So. And here we go.
You'll know when you get to the bit that's not kind of topped and tailed, if you know what I mean.
I'm just gonna do what I can. Gonna do the crinkly edges first. Yeah, see, as I'm rolling it, stones are going down.
Yeah.
So I'm a bit surprised it allowed us to, to all intents and purposes, wreck a cedar before we did this, but there you go. I didn't write the code.
Yeah, because I was just looking at the map as well. You can see the stones have gone down on it as well.
Yeah. I would have expected to have dealt with the stones beforehand, but there you go. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but then if you think about it, even if you'd rolled them below the surface, the cedar would have still hit them.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's just this way you technically kind of know where they are.
Yeah.
I mean, what you'll probably find is, because I noticed there's 3 bandings for the stones, of course, what we'll probably find is next season, the little stones will go up a level.
Maybe, yeah. Well, the good news is I can see where I've rolled, so...
I'll tell you that.
I will set up a GPS when I get turned round at this far end. Oh, great. Can't see it from this end. Oh well. That's annoying.
Well, what can't you see?
I can't see where I rolled from this end because of the sunlight. I can from the other end, so I'll start the GPS the other end so that I can set the rows up.
Yeah, I'm going to get to the end and then I'll do the tops of this part, then go down the bottom and do the tops at the bottom of that. And that'll be another big section.
The texture differences between seeded and rolled are minimal.
I know I did up to row 4, so...
Well, that doesn't help me because we don't have common GPS. So.
I know, but it does for me for when I go doing the bits at the ends.
Yeah.
I want it to complete the ton.
I'll make sure there's a bit of overlap so I can see it now.
Oh, no, not what I wanted.
Excellent. Alright, switch modes. Some lines on. Rotate that round. Pretty good. 46. Set it to turn at the end. Engage. There we go. Do I need this in all-wheel steer? Let's try it without.
Down to the bottom end.
Nobody at work was admitting to anything about the F-35s.
No, no.
No,
one knows nothing.
yeah, I asked my governor and he said, oh, he didn't have all the details. And I said, well, that YouTuber, he's got a big following, that bloke. But my governor, he was kind of non-committal, whether he'd been told not to pass any information or not, I don't know. Seems a bit odd.
Seems a lot odd, mate.
Trouble is, I'm a bit paranoid because if you remember, I spoke to you, and I'm not going to give out details again here on a live Discord. You remember I spoke to you about something I discovered a couple of weeks back.
Yeah.
Well, this, I don't think it's connected, but it's a similar. There's kit that I had the issue with that is the same, potentially the same kit. So that's why it's bothering me a little bit.
It's not your fault. Screw up.
No. It isn't my fault, but it's just it's a horrible coincidence. Horrible coincidence. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to do a lap round the edges later with this.
Oh, I've got a whole bit of lag there. You'll see it in the stream in a second. That was horrible. I want to go back and try and do what I was trying to do because it literally threw me around 90 degrees. I was in the middle of a turn at the time to kind of position.
Yeah.
And then of course it decided to go, nah, don't like you positioning. Let's...
Oh yeah, that was horrible. Bit of lag.
Just threw me slightly out of position.
I hope you lifted that cedar before you got into my lane.
I did.
Oh. Actually, I'm not sure that's right.
Actually,
Jesus,
you
I'm
won't
gonna
even...
crash into you here.
You want? I wasn't...
You're gonna have to make. You're gonna make me. Oh, nearly made me stop then.
Well, I'm trying to work out if I've got anything I've got to recover here.
Oh my God! You're still going to make me stop.
Next time I won't check my map to make sure I'm doing a good job.
Yeah, we're grading on a curve here, mate.
That's right, the grade's the same as your bonus.
Excellent. That's good to hear, mate.
Next to nothing.
Yep.
Oh! Fine. I hate these trailers at times.
It's not a trailer.
No, it was because the angle. If I tried to let it turn at the angle it was supposed to, it would have caught, if you know what I mean.
Yep. That's why we have headers. Or headlands, sorry.
Yeah, well,
I can offer you a piece of advice. You see the red spike lines?
yeah,
Well, those are the edges of the tool.
I know.
Okay. I'll let you work the rest out. Green field.
Hmm?
It's a good looking field. Seeded and rolled.
Mm.
Wayne, you know, I've been watching Ollie blogs.
Yeah.
I'm also watching Joe Seals now as well. Joe Seals has had on demo for the last few days or
I'll
so.
be back in a second.
Roger that. A John Deere tractor
Okay.
and a John Deere baler. Yeah, this is like brand new, latest state-of-the-art stuff. And you know how balers work.
Mm.
Yeah, it's got a piston inside that compacts the straw.
That's right.
And something I didn't know and I wasn't previously aware of is that as the baler's doing its thing, it has a tendency to rock the occupants of the tractor backwards and forwards when it's doing it. Well, this tractor baler combo that he's got on demo that I saw him using today has got an anti-rocking mechanism built into the thing, because the tractor knows what the baler is doing and understands what the piston is doing. It manages the gearbox, the PTO, and the engine to to allow it to give you a large amount of anti-rock in the tractor, which is really cool. And you can actually visibly see the difference when they switched it on. It's that's quite impressive. Apparently, it reduces wear and tear on the drivetrains appreciably. So that's interesting.
Oh, shit.
You say shit.
Yeah.
Sign here.
I just stuck a freight train in front of the intercity.
Oh,
I don't know. I was looking. I'm sure I just checked that line, and
that's
there's
your
nothing.
bonus out the window as well.
It's all right. I have a little siding that I could shunt the freight train into.
Yeah.
Not paying attention. Thinking about bloody John Deere tractors. That's what it is.
Yeah, that'll do it every time, mate. I can't get off my mind the hideous day I'm going to have tomorrow when I get into work.
Don't think about it, mate. Don't think about it.
I know. It's just, I've been working on a customer manual. I haven't done one for 3 years because I've been doing acceptance test procedures for the last 3 years. And I thought I'd got this one nailed. I thought I'd all the corners covered. And when I got to the far end of the bloody book, there's an illustrated parts list. Yeah. And I thought I'd found everything. I got to like 4 o'clock this afternoon, and I was on a Teams call, sort of mostly paying attention, but I was looking through this IPL, and it looks so. I cocked it up a bit, so I'm gonna have to go and sort all that out in the morning. God damn.
Hello.
Hello. Anyway, that'll make the morning go by quick enough, I should think. And then it's beginning to look as though next week maybe, or possibly as late as the week after. But I'm thinking probably next week. I'm going to have to go into the factory and cover 3 or 4 days of old ground. How annoying is that? I wrote an entire ATP for an entire seat. This is the brand new US 18E seat for the F-16, the new and improved F-16, without access to a seat at all. Never seen one. Doing this all from the engineering drawings, and a little bit of input from the guys down in experimental. And the guys down in experimental said, "Oh yeah, don't worry, just give us a copy of your thing. We'll work through it." It turns out he can't.
He can't. Yeah, figures.
Well, he shouldn't have said he could in the first place.
Yeah.
So the normal procedure would be, I would go down there while they do the inspection on a seat with photographic support and document everything that gets done. And then I would go away and write the book. But I've written the book, but because he says he can't inspect a seat and use my document at the same time, which seems rather odd, I'm going to have to go through the entire procedure again. That's crazy. Okay, so I've already spent, 336 man hours on this bloody book. It's going to double that. And I can tell you now, I know for a fact, there's nothing wrong with what I've written in accordance with the information that I was given. Nothing. So my man down there in experimental, I think he's let me down a bit. His stock went down a couple of points when I heard that today. It's a shame because I get on really well with him. He's a really nice bloke. It's one of us, yeah.
One of us.
Yeah. But it's going to be 3 or 4 days of utter tedium with no tea. I'm going to have to take some tea making. I take some tea making stuff with me and all the good stuff.
Okay.
It only takes them about a day to inspect a seat, but every time he does something now, I'm going to have to stop him.
Hey, what was that?
Yeah, and do photographs of before and after. So there you go. That's
It'll take you all day to get it done.
That's 4. No, that'll be 4 days. Trust me,
Oh, dear.
4 days worth. It's going to be literally utter tedium.
It's horrible. I know you do a job and it's like, this job is going to take me 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you got to sit and show someone, and suddenly it's taken 2 hours.
Why is mine
Yeah.
slowed right down?
What slowed down?
Don't know. I think my speeds thing slowed down. So I just put my foot on the accelerator pedal instead. Who needs cruise control when you've got an accelerator pedal?
Oh, I'm just watching this.
About the other way around. Who needs accelerator pedals when you got cruise control?
Well, the difference was he was doing 3 miles an hour on cruise control, doing 9 miles an hour with my foot on the pedal.
Just lift the speed up.
Yeah, but I don't know why it changed because I hadn't touched anything.
You could just tap it. Oh,
That's not working properly. I've noticed this actually. The cruise control works more like it works in your car now. So if you have your cruise control on and you put your foot on the accelerator, it doesn't disengage the cruise control like it used to in this game. And that's the same as your car. It only disengages the cruise control when you put your foot on the brake.
it's good.
It is good, but when you're used to it working the other way around in the game, yeah, where it used to trip out if you touch the accelerator.
Yeah, because the problem I've got is because, of course, when I do like the Euro and American Truck Simulators, yeah, it does trip out when you hit the accelerator.
Does it?
Yeah.
I'm surprised to hear that, because I don't think trucks differ very much from cars in that respect.
Not real life modern ones, though.
No.
Shall I tell you the biggest problem with the cruise control on my car?
Yeah.
I put it on, and then I kill my legs up underneath me, and then after an hour sat on the motorway, you think, oh, I've got a break in a minute, I better turn. And then you uncurl your legs, and you've got cramp.
Yeah.
It's like, I've gone to sleep. Shit.
Well, your car is the same as mine, isn't it? Isn't your cruise control adaptive?
So
Doesn't it break when you get into range?
I'm not sure how well it does at a junction though, mate.
Oh no, you have to use your feet then.
And I don't think it recognises a traffic light telling me that.
Oh no, it wouldn't do that either. No. It's only if there's something in front of you.
Oh, sorry, mate. I've gone over one of your part of yours because I didn't know you.
Don't worry about it, mate. I'm gonna have to go over this stuff again. Just keep going.
Because I'm literally just doing the tops of this bit.
Yeah.
Now I'm on to stop for you.
Yeah, I know. It's my turn.
That's all right. You can do that bit because I'm just about to go over it all again.
I can look at the map, see what it looks like. Yeah, it's still looking okay for me.
I suppose it wouldn't really matter, would it? Because once you've rolled it. Oh no. Yeah, you might just leave little patches of it. Right, if I go to there, go
We'll see.
Control and 3. There we go. I might get away with not having to go for any more seed. Still got just over a quarter of a tank left.
Will you be alright?
Well, I only started with about 70% of a tank, so that means basically that one seed supply we bought when we did the other field is now done. It was enough to actually do 2 fields.
Oh, well, that's good news, mate. God, look at that. It's 10 o'clock already. Jesus, where did the time go?
I'm
What
gonna
happens when you're doing big fields?
finish shunting these freights around, and then I think I'm gonna have an early night.
Yeah, I think we'll be
Right,
getting
mate.
get this field finished, and then that'll be it for the evening. I think.
Yeah. Looking at this,
Well, my alarm's
it's
going off
going to
at
take.
quarter to 5 in the morning.
Turn it off.
Send it back. It's obviously defective.
Yeah. Get your money back.
That's right. I get a lie-in on Saturday. It goes off at 5.
You know.
Odd that.
I think I can finish this field before 10:30. I think. It'd certainly be good to get it done.
Yeah, because at least then we know that this stage is complete.
Yeah, it'll probably need a weed. After being rolled, it might not need weeding. I don't know. We'll keep an eye on it.
What is it going to let me turn? Is it going to let me turn? Oh, I don't have to go back up and do that end. Oh, I like that. Because it turned through the hedge.
Sweet.
Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll do the bottom part of this manually and then move back up to the top bit.
Whatever floats your boat, mate. As long as we get it as well prepared as we can, we'll get maximum yield out of the damn thing.
Yeah, it's just
Pay the bank back.
now into that kind of stupid 2 little part sections.
Yeah. So in the game, we don't have to do that. You could just work on a square in here. In the real world, farmers wouldn't do it. They will seed every last square centimetre. Anything to get a extra couple of bushels out of the thing.
Right, where's the...
Unless you're in Holland, in which case your government doesn't want you to grow anything. And Jesus. I don't want this film on my TV. Something else. Well, I'll do. Cubic now, isn't it? So the GPS is going to now struggle because I've got a converging course. It's okay, I'll make the turns manually. It's easy.
quick look at the map, make sure it's, yep, that bottom part's fine.
How many ops have we done on here now? We did plough, we did fert, we did seed, and we did roll. That's not bad, 4 ops. One day.
Plough, lime, no, it's 5. You've done 3.
Oh, oh yeah, 5 ops. Forgot about the line.
I've just spent my time running to the shop to get us all the equipment.
Yeah.
This is when I do a silly opposite. Well, tiny little bit of mist, but I'm not going to worry about that tiny little bit. It's about a foot.
Can't wait until my BGA starts making enough digestate to stop using or non-organic. No, sorry, non-synthetic fertilizer. Save a fortune. God, he's back in my lane again.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to avoid that lamppost.
To do this crinkly edge while you're finishing off those.
Yeah, I've just got literally tiny little bit of area here to do.
Yeah. Okay, I can take the time to get these crinkly edges done. See if it's actually registering on the map.
Stuck on a stupid pile of stuff in the courtyard. See, the steering for some reason is kind of back to that heavy feeling again.
Yeah.
Which makes me think it's come off the 2%.
That's nothing to do with the dead zones.
No, I think it's kind of like, remember before I altered the settings last week?
Yeah, that's for the dead zones. That won't change the G hub.
No, it literally is like the first, it's like I'm having to get to about 410, I'm having to go past more than 2% before I get any reaction on the steering wheel.
Oh.
As I said,
right, okay.
So the problem is then I turn it, but I've got to remember then to turn it further to get any reaction.
Yeah, so I think it's reset itself then. I think it's gone back to the 14%. That's really, really aggravating. And Giants ought to know better.
Smooth streaming.
Now then. Good, I'm picking all of this stuff up, which is great. Didn't know what row I was on.
An off night.
Right, gents, that's me done. I shall see you all soon. Have
All
a
right,
good
No
mate.
problem,
Take it
mate.
easy.
Try not to work too hard, and
Would I?
get your alarm clock changed, Leon. It's obviously broken.
Unfortunately, I can't change it until I've completed the shift pattern I've got to do this week.
All right, mate. Well, I recommend you do what everyone else does then at that time, Ron, and log on, clock in, whatever you have to do, and then go and have a big shit at the company's expense.
Yeah, the problem is, not enough of, unfortunately, there's not enough of us for me to do that.
You're not trying hard enough, mate. I'll see you all soon.
No problem,
Have a
mate.
good
Cheers,
one, guys.
mate.
Take care.
Take it
Take
easy,
care,
mate.
everyone.
Control 3. There we go. Right, I'm going to get rid of what seed we've got left in it, because we've got about 900 litres left in it.
Sounds good, mate.
Right, let's just make sure my part of it looks...
Apparently I didn't do that right. That's interesting.
Look at that! There's a tiny little... No, there isn't. There's a tiny little spot on the bottom edge.
Yeah. Always is, mate.
Yeah, the rest of it's actually okay, so I'll take that.
Apparently I didn't do row 18, which is annoying. Or maybe I did some of it. There's still stones here, so...
No, you'd miss that bit. Or just the
Oh,
bottom
we
part.
were going to keep clashing if I didn't...
No, I was just looking at the thing. It was just that, yeah, just that
Yeah.
kind of like bottom part of it. You've done the top part, you just haven't done the bottom part.
Yeah.
But yeah, on that you've got the kind of like the triangle to your left.
Yeah.
And then the bottom triangle and along the bottom.
Yeah.
Apart from that, then it's looking absolutely peachy. I mean, it looks better than the first field we did anyway.
Yeah. Spiffing this is, mate. Spiffing.
Field 6 now looks really bad.
Nah,
The thing is with it
it's
is,
all right.
but the way I look at it is, I mean, it shows the difference that getting used to the GPS and that has done.
Yeah.
Because I said that, if you think it was first attempt, this is now a couple of weeks further on and used it a few more times for things.
Yeah.
So knowing what the capabilities of it are and knowing where you kind of got to step in.
Yeah.
And also the fact I've got the steering wheel now, which means I can control it a little bit more finer.
Yeah.
Well, when it wants to work.
Yeah.
Oh.
Where is this going now? I think I better drive this bit manually because I'm going to miss stuff if I don't deal with it.
Right. Oh. Got that a bit too close to the wall. Unload. Alright.
All right.
Where's it unloaded it? Oh, there. Okay. We'll pull the tractor out to here. Actually, what I'm going to do now is... Return the cedar. There's no point in lugging that round.
No.
So we've only got the one nearly full bag of seed in this store now.
Well, that's all right. That was kind of bound to happen anyway.
Well,
Did I get all of that? I did. That's a bit of luck.
yeah, we don't want to be selling the wool till about May, so a couple more months before we sell the wool.
No problem then.
Let's close that. Yep, we've already got a yield bonus of 75% on that one.
That's close to max for this stage.
Yeah.
Because there's another fert
Another
cycle
two
to go on
fertili-
here yet.
Another 2 fert cycles in there.
Nope. Just one.
Oh yeah, just one. That's not bad. The field looks as good as the computer ones.
Or better.
Actually, it does look better because they've all got red edges.
Yeah.
Because they can only draw straight lines.
Yeah. Okay. Looks like I'm going to be finishing early on this one. 2 or 3 minutes to spare.
Yeah, you just got that kind of bit in that corner, haven't you?
Yep. Oh yeah. Ah, damn it. One little tiny bit.
Got it.
I think I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's fold this bad boy up. I'll just reset it to shop.
Yeah, just return it on its lease.
Yeah. Okay. Done.
There we go.
$6 minutes to spare, that's not bad.
Just repaid 5,000. We've only got
Oh.
a 15,000 loan. That way we know. I mean, we've got the contest. We only have £621 left, but we know we've got one. We've got a ton of money around different places.
Yeah.
That field is now what basically we've got an advance a day, so we can then do the next spell in that field. Well, we actually no, sorry, we've got to advance a month to do the next spell in that field.
Okay.
And then at the moment, then we're waiting for harvest season for the canola, which will be probably July. I reckon. Oh, if you excuse me.
Field's looking pretty good, man. Right, listen, my tonsils are awash here, so I'm going to have to go anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, did well tonight, mate. It's really good.
It is.
So, all right, I'll say cheerio now, and I'll catch you later.
I'll catch you later, mate. Thanks for being part of tonight.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Good night, chat. See you later.
And thanks everyone else for watching. We will be back tomorrow night with some Euro Truck Simulator. Come and join us for that. Next Thursday night, we're back with some Farming Simulator. Saturday's Captain of Industry, Sunday Icarus probably. But of course, stay tuned on Twitter for more information. Thank you for those who have popped by. I will see you all next time. Good night. God bless. Bye bye for now.